Hello and welcome to Grizzle Talks today. We are thrilled to be here with you today. We've got this really amazing stone for you today. It is actually formed in the gas cavities of lava, but it is not the stone you're thinking of. We are not talking about lava rock today. So, Cynthia, tell us what we're talking about.
Onyx, black and white onyx. It's a very interesting stone, and I'm particularly fascinated with the way the black and the white have very similar benefits as far as properties. They work a little differently with the chakras, and that's kind of fascinating to me. Katie, you want to tell us more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got black onyx and we've got white onyx, and they're both onyx, right? So they're both like have these really amazing properties that work together. Black onyx really aligns with the earth, with your root chakra. So it's very grounding, very like stabilizing. But white onyx actually activates your crown chakra. So what's really cool about these two stones when you use them together is that you get this alignment of your chakras from root to crown. So you get to activate the energy along that spinal column, along your Sushumna, which houses all of your chakras. So two stones that work really powerfully together with your chakra system. Great to wear it as like a bracelet or to put them in your roller bottles to use with essential oils to really create that alignment, that harmony within your chakra system. Super, super cool. So since I brought it up, Cynthia, why don't you tell us all the benefits of white and black onyx?
Well, it's a stone of protection, which is what we're talking about now, and growth, transformation. It gives us strength. It's a good one to lean on for if we need some support in that area. It also supports our energy, our stick-to-itiveness and our stamina, as well as our self-control and our mental acuity. So it's a very powerful stone for for that strength and transformation. It also supports our power of wise decision making, not just grabbing at an answer, but actually processing it with that clear mental acuity that it supports, and making good decisions. And it supports our self-confidence, which of course goes hand in hand. If we're feeling like we're making good decisions and we're feeling strong, then hey, we're gonna be out there bold and strong. It helps banish grief too, which is loss of different kinds, that we might experience. And at the same time, it's supporting that the feeling of happiness and also good fortune. So it's a great benefit for if you're trying to promote your abundance or wealth in any area. As far as physically, it works. It supports bone strength as well, bone marrow and blood, and it's very beneficial to the teeth and the feet. So if you have any physical issues that way, then these would be a good one to grab.
So awesome. So many really great benefits, like such great stones for that protection, that fortune, for strength, and such amazing, amazing stones. I really, really love onyx. It's truly one of my favorite stones. I know I say that a lot actually on here, but this one I really do love the energy that it provides, that really like grounding, strength, protective energy that just kind of boosts your confidence and just brings you that a little bit of feel good to keep you going. So some of the mantras I really like to use with black and white onyx are: I'm protected, strong, and confident, as I have the power to make choices that support my well-being. Really great mantra to use like every day to keep yourself in that space of your power of choice, knowing that you can support your own well-being, and black and white onyx really adding the energy to that mantra. So really, really great. Also in yoga, I like to meditate with onyx to encourage that flow of knowledge, of positive thinking, to be in this space of openness, of organizing the mind and being in that strong mental clarity. Really great for mountain pose, bounded angle, and sun salutations. Now, sun salutations are like the flowing movement, but Sun salutations are also energetically connecting you to the earth and to the heavens. So, if we come back into that chakra stuff that I was just talking about, your sun salutations ground you to the earth and reach you up to the higher realms of the heavens. So, it's like honoring the earth and the sun and the moon and the heavens all in one. So, when you do sun salutations in combination with these stones, you really add that energy and that power to aligning that groundedness to the earth, but also being able to reach up to the heavens and into that divine space. Really, really cool. As we're talking about adding to these stones and their power, essential oils are another amazing way to, use these stones with to add that energy and power. So, Cynthia, tell us what oils really work well with these stones.
Yeah, essential oils really, really take it up a notch. Using essential oils with the stones, I'll repeat what I've said before. You set your intention, and then once you know you're choosing from the different benefits of the stone, once you set your intention, then you can proceed to choose an essential oil that you want to use with it, or a blend of them. That's perfectly fine as well. If you're looking for the peace and the calm, that stability that onyx can bring, then lavender, Roman chamomile, patchouli, or sandalwood would be good ones to go with. If you're looking for the focus, then lemon or the focus blend is going to be good. Change, if you're doing it for the transformation, cilantro or blue tansy would be my choices of ones for you to try out. Confidence, if you're going for the confidence boost, bergamot is great for that. Cassia, again, Roman chamomile, lavender, and patchouli. Perseverance, helichrysum or grounding blend are going to support that. Protection, your protective blend, clove, frankincense, and juniper berry. And the bone strengthening, if you're going, again, for the physical benefits, then I would think about helichrysum, wintergreen, or Siberian fir. So those are great ones for you to start with. And then, as always, see what works for you, follow your intuition.
Siberian fir is really a great smelling oil, I think. Personally, I was a little bit hesitant at first to use it because I thought, oh, this is going to be super strong. I don't really want to smell like Christmas time all the time, right? But I actually think this is just very refreshing. It's just a very great, personally, I think, very great scented oil to use. So we've told you all about these benefits, right? But what has onyx been throughout history? And it's really cool. Onyx is one of the most ancient and well-known stones throughout history, utilized by many early civilizations. But the funny thing is that white onyx was either revered by cultures or it was feared. So I thought that was a super interesting fact about the history of onyx, because some cultures really found it beneficial and powerful, but others really did not. And they were afraid to use it, afraid to be near it. So much so that they wouldn't even mine it out of the mines, and only slaves or low income people who had no other way of making an income would go in the mines and mine white onyx. So really kind of crazy. But back to the good side of it, right? Greeks and Romans used onyx for carving figures of gods. They used it for hero cameos, like brooches that you would wear, or just having a little photo in that time of your heroes. They would use it for engravings of stamps and seals, stone inlays, tiles, handles, and bases for gold work. So lots of uses in Greek and Roman cultures. And the ancient Indian and Persian tales actually refer to onyx as a protector from evil. So this is a great stone to use for that element of protection, to protect you. When you're in meditation, when you're going those higher spaces, when you're in that spiritual space. So, Cynthia, tell us how we can use it today. I'm curious to know how that correlates with what it's been used throughout history.
Well, a great way to use it is, and it keeps it close, is the jewelry that you're talking about. It makes beautiful pieces of jewelry. And of course, if you wear it close to your skin, then you're getting those benefits directly in raising your vibration. So that's a good one. You can also put it in your pocket, if that's something that you prefer. You're wearing it on your pocket is still close to your body. You can put it anywhere in your home, especially where you meditate. It helps create, transform your situation and your outlook on life. It also creates a feeling of peace and calm and tranquility. So that's going to assist your meditation. But any place that you have that you would like to increase that sense of calm and serenity, you can place it there. At the same time, because of its protective strengths, it's a great thing to use near any entrances or windows, particularly entrances, to ward off your evil, to have it as your talisman, so to speak. So those are great ways to do it. And and I'm fascinating. I always love hearing from you, Katie. Is what goddesses aligned with these stones, with these gemstones?
Well, it's really cool. I'm going to share about the goddesses too, but I really want to share this interesting fact because I thought it was just really, really cool. So onyx is actually referenced in many texts as the very first precious stone named in the Bible, described in Genesis as an element of creation. So no surprise with that onyx aligns with the element of earth. It was part of the creation of earth. So it's really, really just an interesting fact. And I thought it was super cool to share. There are lots of goddesses that align with black and white onyx. First one being Hekate, the Thracian goddess of wisdom, also the goddess of the dark moon and dark arts. Then there's Bean-Chidi, which is the Irish fairy of mourning. There's Manat, the Arabian goddess of time, destiny, and death. There is Sable, the Roman earth mother and goddess of wild animals. And then there is Simus, the Greek goddess of justice and order. So a big thing that this stone was used for throughout history was they believed that it brought knowledge of birth, death, and rebirth. So opening up this knowledge of the cycle of life and the flow of life. And so these goddesses really kind of tie into that: time, destiny, death, mourning, the earth mother, all of these things, wisdom. So it's just a really cool stone with a lot of spiritual underlying to it, a lot of cool, interesting facts, and just a great stone to have in your toolkit. What do you think, Cynthia?
I agree. It's a great one to have around.
Absolutely. Well, we are so grateful to have been here with you today. If you would like a PDF with the information we discussed and a little bit more in there, just drop PDF below. We'll get it right over to you. And thanks for being here. Lots of love. We'll see you soon.